distinguished adventurers, welcome to the Sketching Hour. I am, as always, your DM for these amazing artists, Lauren, and I am here with these amazing artists. Michelle, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Michelle Papadopoulos. I'm one of the artists on Untitled Champions and gonna draw some fun things today.
Yay! And Alexis, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm the art lead for Idle Champions, and I'm going to draw not fun things today.
Ooh.
No,
Ooh.
just kidding. They're going to be fun.
Yeah.
The most serious of things.
Yeah,
and if you are new to our show, we are the trio behind the Sketching Hour. It's mostly the two of them and me. We roll on these tables over here. I got to point in the right direction. And using those tables, we come up with a new creature that Alexis and Michelle draw while I work with chat to come up with backstory information and get some new things to put on those tables. And I would normally just go right to the rolling, but I wanted to take a moment to appreciate all of the adorable mushrooms that have already been drawn because we don't show off these hello screens nearly long enough. So I wanted to sit here for a moment. Anyway, hi, chat. While you are all getting your new code, we'll go ahead and do some rolling. So, I'm lucky. I got the cute animals today. And Alexis is doing monsters and Michelle is doing adjectives, correct?
Yep.
All right. Let's get it rolling. Ooh. Okay, so what do we get from monster?
Shambling Mound, number 9.
Ooh, one of the rare floral fauna that we're going to have. And for adjective?
I got 12 for fluffy.
Okay. And I got 11 for pangolin.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So we got a fluffy Shambling Mound pangolin coming up here. Let's head on over there. I'm excited because I love pangolins. I think they're adorable.
They are.
This is a very weird combination.
This is going to be an interesting one. Let me go ahead and change the name of this episode to this awesome creature that we're going to be crafting. Because, I mean, it is a spooky month. But, so this is going to be... let's go fluffy pango... P-A-N-G-O... Oh, I've failed miserably on how to spell this. Pango... I'm going to have to look this up. Pango...
Pangolin.
It's correct on the rolling table. What did I do? P-A-N-G-O-L-I-N. Aha.
Okay.
That was P-A-N... That was not where I was going. G-O-L-I-N. Shambling Mound. That is a long name that has already gone off the screen. Oh, we're doing well here. Okay, but I'm excited because I love a good pangolin. If you've never seen pangolins, they are basically real-life dragons. They're adorable.
Mm-hmm.
They are, seriously, also one of the most trafficked animals on Earth. I'll get serious for a moment, because I watched an entire documentary about this. Their scales are used for all sorts of medicinal type things, even though they are essentially the same as our nails. There's nothing special about them, but they're just, there's a lot of people who traffic in their scales. And so they're one of the most endangered animals on Earth. And if you've never seen them walk, they're adorable. And you should watch them walk and then go help people save their lives. There we go. That is my PSA about pangolins. Shambling mounds you can kill with impunity. They are evil creatures that are masses of evil undead vines and stuff. So we've definitely got two different things going on here. Anyway, that's what's going on there. If you are interested in what we've done previously, last week we had murder hornets. We had spiky hornet mantises. And there we go. There they are. They're going to end up as a creature in one of my D&D games sometime soon. Because look at them. They're amazing. This is the opposite of cute right here. This was the most deadly that we could have rolled on the rolling tables at all.
I think this week will be a little more adorable.
Yeah. Last week, all 3 of our rolls ended up being as deadly as we could possibly make them. So, and we did actually get some fan art from Banana Mobster, who made their own spiky hornet mantis. I think
Scary.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They put spikes everywhere. I'm surprised there aren't spikes on the wings. Yeah.
Huh.
That's just... There's a lot going on with that. So thank you. Thank you for the amazing fan art. If you are drawing along with our amazing artists at home, feel free to share your sketches and put them up on socials and let us know, tag us so that we can share them. Or come to our Discord, discord.gg/idlechampions, and share them there. We have a whole art channel, and I have a feeling everybody would love to see more pangolins, even if they are Shambling Mound style fluffy pangolins. You know, because pangolins. Honestly, I would have just been happy if you just drawn pangolins. I think that... I know that's not the point of this show, but it would have made me happy. Ooh, Star Chaser 43. Lauren, will they have saddles so your players can ride the spiky horned mantis? Well, that wasn't originally where I'm going. But now I kind of want to let them ride them.
That would be an uncomfortable ride, that's for sure.
That's why you definitely need a saddle. Cool. Definitely need a saddle. If you have a question that you would like to ask me or the artists about the art that they are drawing, about the game that we all love, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, about pangolins. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to answer all the pangolin questions, but I will try. Our amazing moderator, Sasha, is in chat doing all of the moderating and producing and awesomeness that comes with all of that. So thank you, Sasha. Make sure you put question in giant capital letters right before your question so that Sasha can easily see it, and go ahead and put it in our backstage chat. Also, if you have suggestions for additions to the rolling tables, because every week I replace the 3 words that we used with 3 new words. I have a giant list that is getting, that got shorter because I actually went through and cleaned it up a little bit recently, but it's now getting longer and longer by the day, and always looking for more. So definitely grab the, go ahead and put question on in there and ask, and or pass along a suggestion for an adjective or a cute animal or a monster. And I'll just go ahead and grab this doorbell streams, since this is something that is on everybody's mind, about the recent Twitch data leak, I guess it was. Anyway, I will just say, if you are on Twitch, and right now I should be talking to everybody who is on Twitch. You're all on Twitch right now. If you haven't changed your password yet, go ahead and change your password. Go ahead and do that, just for safety's sake, because there was a massive bit of data that got leaked. And so for safety's sake, go ahead and do that. Get yourself some 2-factor authentication, and do that on a regular basis for safety. All right. And now that we've done the Pangolin PSA and the Twitch PSA, what other PSAs am I going to have to do today? We'll see. We're 10 minutes in and I've had 2 PSAs. All right. Cassius335, maybe take off shambling from the episode title, but it's a shambling mound. Is it even a monster if it's just a mound? I mean, that's a candy bar, isn't it? It's just mounds. I mean, maybe I'm just on the candy kick because it's spooky month. It's Halloween month. So for the moment, we'll leave Shambling Mound on. But yeah, it's a long title. It'll be okay. Let's see. Guardian Blade, are you using a touchpad with an electronic pencil to do your art, or are you using your mouse to draw? This is a question we get on a regular basis that we love answering. Artists, what are you currently using to do this amazing art?
Go ahead, Michelle.
It's a Cintiq, a welcome Cintiq. So we have a stylus and a screen that we're drawing on. Definitely not a mouse. I wouldn't be able to draw with a mouse.
Yeah, mouse would be very difficult.
Yeah.
And the program they're using is called Magma Studios, which is a browser-based program that we use so that they can draw on the same canvas at the same time. And I can grab that screenshot and show it to all of you so we can watch the art being made live and here on Twitch. That was not awkward at all. So yeah, I have tried to draw with a mouse because I am not an artist. I almost said drawer, but I'm not that either. And so I have drawn with a mouse, and it goes about as well as you would expect, but it's fun. Yeah, mouse is very, very awkward. Blink Dog Swarm. Question. Did Loris, as in Pygmy Loris, get added to the cute animal list? Let me check. That sounds familiar. I don't think it's on the actual table. No, I think this is one that was on my backstage area. Yeah, let me add that because I could have sworn I'd seen this creature before.
Yeah, I think it's been mentioned before.
Yeah. I just looked it up on Google, too. The Pygmy Slow Loris, because, wow, talk about having a name that's, I mean, it's adorable. Oh, this is that weird animal that has, like, 6 fingers. I've seen this thing before. Yes, we've got this on the list.
Can you imagine if people, like, had a adjective in front of their name, like, oh, there goes Slow Alexis.
Imagine, like, the naturalist who discovered this creature, names this creature, and the creature finds out and is like, hey, I'm not slow. I'm just careful. What? Jeez. But yeah, I just Googled it and Pygmy Slow Loris, but yeah. Hey, Wigand just changed their password just for me. Oh, thank you. I am honored. May all of your logins stay safe. That's a blessing for the modern age right there. May all your logins stay safe.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go ahead and add that on. Liberation question. Do you have an online album of past sketching hour art for our viewing pleasure? If not, would you consider pinning them to the Discord's Artist Alley or somewhere similar and could set up the Twitch bot to tell us where to find it? So this has come up. I don't remember when this came up, but it came up recently, so thank you for talking about this. Yeah, I think it came up last week. We don't currently have a way of doing this, but we're talking about the best way to do it, to have a collection of the art. The best way would be to put it up on the website, but the website is that's developer work, and the developers right now are working on the game. And so trying to figure out, like you had suggested, putting them up on our Discord is one of the possibilities. I don't know if we'll put it in Artist Alley. I think if we end up putting it on the Discord, we'll make... My gut is saying we're going to make a separate channel for it, kind of the same way we did with Paint and Slay. But we haven't 100% figured out what the best solution is. But I do appreciate that the first thought you had was the Discord. So let me do a little bit more digging into that. We had talked about that last week, and we're like 95% sure it's going to be Discord. We just haven't figured out where on the Discord yet makes the most sense. So hey, if you have a suggestion, go ahead and throw it in chat. Let me know. Kinvra Vrip. Sorry. Had to say that 4 times. Question for the artists. Oh dear. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is a question for the two of you. Mm-hmm. If the adjective of the week was Lauren, what cute animal would you most like to meld her with? This is
what a cute animal.
I refuse to comment on this, and whatever you say, I will be amused by. I'm just going to put that out there. I'll step back.
If we're going off of the cute animal existing list, because we have to narrow it down somehow, I could see maybe like an owl would be really fun. Yeah. I could see an owl, Lauren. Yeah.
Ooh, maybe a little sugar glider.
Oh, that would be really cute too.
Yeah, you'd suit that.
I mean, I'd take either of those. I'd be happy with either of those. But no, I'm not. Lauren is. I appreciate the question, but I am not an adjective. That is the first time I've ever had to say that. I am not an adjective.
Laurenish.
Yes, Laurenish. So very short hair. Fumbles over words. Okay. Well, that is a good segue, though, to ask the chat, as we do need replacement words that are not Lauren. I'm not accepting Lauren.
Yeah, we need Laurenish cute animals.
I love how the captions are trying to deal with that. So yes, we could use some suggestions for replacement monsters, cute animals, and adjectives that have nothing to do with me. For the monsters, we do try to stick with D&D monsters in general. So if that helps. TTRP Gifts is talking about me as a flump. I mean, I mean, if you really want to meld a flump with me, the flump is kind of as perfect of a monster as you can get. So, yeah. Ooh, Canuck Monkey talks about a Remoraz, but I thought that was on here.
It is number 15.
Yeah, there we go. So, wonderful suggestion, but we've already got it on there. I'm excited about the Remoraz because those creatures are wild. Is licorice. Kodali 2010. I love black licorice, but I know that that's not everybody's taste, so we might want to avoid the licorice. No, that's okay, Canuck Monkey 13. Like, it's we don't stay on those rolling tables very long, and there's a lot of things there, so do not feel bad at all. As I said, congratulations, you've picked a popular enough creature that we've already got it on the list. Doorbell Streams says adjective fluffy. That's true. We've got it today, and they say because there's no such thing as too many fluffy streams.
I could agree with that.
Yeah. and then later on, Doorbell Stream says adjective is cotton candy. I mean, we just did is cake. We should probably wait at least a couple more weeks. I mean, I have candy corn right here if anybody would like is candy corn. That's true, Real Bunny Beast. Cotton candy is fluffy and tasty. But, you know, Nan Bread Loaf, we did already have Flump. In fact, it got picked for one of the weeks. Rocky and Squirrel. Are you on a Bullwinkle kick? A Rocky and Squirrel? Was it Squirrel that came up? Yeah.
It was a gelatinous Cuban squirrel, right?
Yes. Thank you. I was trying to remember if it was Squirrel or Chipmunk. But Rocky? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I will write that down. Mm-hmm. Where's my... And of course, Luke heard Squirrel from the other room, and now he's in chat. Hi. Hi, Luke. Our Green Paradox says for December you could do gingerbread versions.
Oh, fun.
Oh, that would be fun.
Okay, all right, I'll write that down. That's a good idea. December gingerbread versions. We're not going to have too many shows in December because we will eventually go on break. I don't remember when that date is. But yeah, I think one of those episodes being a gingerbread creature would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that can be our last one before break.
Yeah. I like that idea. I see a lot of people being all excited about voting for Axolotl, and I completely agree. Axolotl, super cute. It's on here somewhere. If it's not on the list, I definitely have it on my backup list, the Axolotl. Yes, backup list. Between cotton and bookish. You can tell my list is in a fantastic order. Oh, Twinkerdom is suggesting a pumpkin spice adjective. I mean, It is that month. I've been going with spooky month, but it is pumpkin spice month. I'll think about it. We've been talking about doing pumpkin, but I don't know if we want to do pumpkin spice.
Maybe we can do a combo. It'll be a pumpkin something holding a pumpkin spice latte.
It'll be the most caffeinated monster ever.
Yeah.
Oh, Evil Emperor Zerg is in chat talking about mallow cream. I have the collection of not cotton candy. You all been saying cotton candy too much. Candy corn here that it's the autumn mix. So it's got the here, I'll show you. It's got the regular cotton candy, and then it's got the kind of the orange and brown pieces, and then the mallow cream pumpkins, these are special. Those are fun. It's a lot of sugar. Yeah. I need to have cotton candy on hand at all times now, especially when people are not fans and then they want to say that it's disgusting, and I can just grab a piece and be like, oh, really? All right. Monster from Canuck Monkey 13. I don't know what this monster is. Alagi?
Alagi.
Alaghi. Yeah, Alaghi. All right, to the Googles. I'm interested. Alagi were peaceful, distant cousins of Yetis.
Oh, they look scary. Yetis with horns.
Ooh. Okay, so this isn't a current monster. This is an older monster, but I am interested. They were large, fur-covered humanoids. They had large chests and shoulders with strong arms that reached to their knees. Both their hands and feet were large. Apparently, they were large. There's a lot of large in here, with fingers and toes and claws. Okay, yeah. I mean, these kind of seem like bugbears or yetis. I can add them to the list, although we try to be careful about humanoid monsters in general, just because you end up with them looking a lot the same, but I will add it to the list. If only because I'm always excited to learn about new creatures from D&D lore. Nan Breadloaf. I wasn't happy with my Sketching Hour fan art last week. Oh, I'm sorry. But where should I send Post-it? Oh, well, so post it to either our Discord. If you come to our Discord, discord.gg/idlechampions. Here, I'll put it in the chat. I've said it so many times that it just comes out of my mouth immediately. That's how you can tell that I've been doing a lot of streaming. So come to our Discord and post in the Artist Alley in our Discord. And you can post it there, or if you would prefer to post your own social media and tag us so that we know, definitely at Idle Champions if you're on Twitter, or especially if you're on Twitter, use the hashtag Sketching Hour. But if you at us, that's kind of the best way on any of the social medias to make sure that we see it so that we can grab it and I can add it to the fan art list.
Yay!
And the fact that you drew anything, I think, is impressive. And while I totally get that feeling of I've created something and I'm not quite happy with the thing I've created, but I still want to share it, I think you should go ahead and share it. Because we would love to see it.
Yeah, it's always fun to see.
Absolutely. The Lurking Writer, has Displacer Beast been on the list before or been drawn? Yes.
Has it?
Oh, I'm going to have to look up lists. Hold on. I'm remembering it was on there. Maybe I'm just thinking of the I've just got the Bardic Inspiration Displacer song in my head now. So maybe I'm just getting my shows mixed up.
I don't think I remember drawing a Displacer Beast.
Maybe not. Okay. Is it on any of the lists? You see, now we got to do the search. All right, it's not on the main list. Well, you know what? It's being added to the backup list because, yeah, Displacer Beast. Oh, I just found it. It's between Hungry and Lumpy, but it is on the backup list.
Okay.
But it's a good suggestion, right? It was one of those, as soon as we heard it, we're like, it should be should be on the list. Let's see. Guardian Blade is asking about a mimic, and so we've had this discussion before of okay, we could put mimic on the list, but then how do you know it's a mimic? But we know we could add like teeth in places that there shouldn't be teeth. But then isn't that just more with teeth?
Well, it is on the list currently. It's number 18.
Yeah, we went ahead and did it, so it's there.
To work.
You know,
It's gonna happen.
I trust when the artists say that they either want to or can do something, and so I put it on the list. It's there. I'm waiting for that moment.
That ends up being the episode that like just gets deleted from the internet and we never talk about again.
Yeah.
You just end up drawing the cutest animal. You just draw a cute animal with that's extra fuzzy, and it's amazing. Oh, geez. Okay. We've got enough of the art done on both of these amazing creatures that I would love to know from chat. How do you end up with a fluffy pangolin shambling mound? How do you end up with a crossover between a dragon-type mammal and a bush? And then how do they end up fluffy? Because the dragon-type creature is covered in scales, and the shambling mound is branches and leaves, and somewhere you end up with fluffy. The mound tried to eat a pangolin. The pangolin tried to eat the mound, says Doorbell Streams. And it was just like an Ouroboros of attacking each other, and then they melded into each other. Alpacas. Oh, you're adding them to the list. For a second, I thought alpacas had something to do with these creatures becoming a thing. I'm like, alpacas.
We don't
Okay.
need to add another creature to this.
Or it's just the alpaca's fault. We don't know why.
Yeah.
It's how why is it the alpaca's fault? How did the alpacas get involved? You don't want to know.
The alpaca is why it's fluffy.
The alpaca.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. Razoo 9801, natural defense against thorny brushes. Ooh. Beverin says a large commercial dryer and a whole box of bounce sheets. So you just stick them both on in there and be like, don't come out until you're fluffy. Nan Breadloaf says Archfey wanted a pet and they kept getting carried away, so they created this. Yeah, I mean, Fae and wizards come up a lot in this show. Fae wizards. They're the bane of all of these creatures, or the creators. I mean, you know. And so Counting Coup says an awakened alpaca wizard did it, of course. Kinverrip, dropping the Monty Python reference. The pangolin refused to bring back a shrubbery to the knights who say knee, so they turned into one. I like the idea of the pangolin being an adventurer. Like the pangolin as PC. I mean, basically we're talking about a dragonborn, right? Lucy LRA says it's a pangolin in a ghillie suit. Oh, it's a pangolin in disguise. Ooh.
Yeah, like maybe it's actually just a pangolin, but a druid grew a garden on it.
Ooh, I like that too. Yeah, I like this idea of it is just a pangolin. It's just got the best camouflage ever. Or
pangolin doesn't have back legs though. It just has it's pulling itself. It's like plant self at the back with its two front legs.
That just means it's really, really effective camouflage. It's so camouflaged,
so.
It doesn't even have legs anymore.
Yeah.
It's got back legs. They're just tucked up into the fluffy back part.
Yeah,
there you
they're
go.
so tangled up they don't work anymore.
I like the idea of this druid who, hey, I want to be able to hug my pet pangolin, but you're all spiky and covered in scales, and so I'm going to cover you in something that's going to be fluffy and better to hug and and then it's a druid did it. And then that's how it happened. I'm going to cover you in some magic moss, and the next thing you know, you get a fluffy pangolin shambling mound. And it's adorable.
And last week's was a ranger did it, right? So I think.
Yeah,
we're branching out a little bit.
You mean our shambling mound is branching out?
Yeah. Oops.
I'll be here all week. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love the idea that now we're just going to have to get through all of the D&D, all the D&D classes and come up with a reason why they would be responsible for one of these mashups.
Yeah.
So we've got a wizard did it, a druid did it, a ranger did it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've got a warlock did it. So yeah, so we're missing the divine classes. So no, the barbarian did it. I feel like is going to be when we get undead. When undead comes up on the monster list.
Yeah.
Barbarian did it. Cleric and paladin are going to be interesting to try to figure out how they've created a creature by accident. Oh yeah, Canuck Monkey 13 just noticed. It looks like both the cursors are saying C&E Alexis again. That happens every once in a while.
Yeah, reset for me, so I have to reset the name. One sec.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know. It's a minor thing that happens every once in a while with this awesome program.
I'm gonna change the color there. All done.
There we go. Yeah, Doorbell Stream says I'm having trouble figuring out how a fighter did it. Yeah, I think the fighter and the barbarian, I think those are the hard ones to figure out. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It'll happen. We've got plenty more on the rolling tables list, and there's gonna be something that's gonna come up, and we're gonna go,
there it is. It all makes sense in the end, right?
Twinkerdom says a fighter did it by hiring the wizard. Okay, I mean, that's fair. Yep. Oh, okay. Counting Coup says Michelle's pangolin's rear legs were injured and could no longer walk, so the druid melded it with a shambling mound so he could get around.
Aww. Yeah, I like that.
That's really sweet.
And then next, Guardian Blade, the pangolin was cursed by their deity for dissing candy corn. But instead of saying candy corn, they said cotton candy on accident, and so poof. There we go. Both sides. You can either be blessed or cursed.
Well, I don't really like candy corn, so.
Aw.
Sorry, Lord.
That's all right.
Lord's going to turn you into a shambling mound.
Yeah. Yes. No. Yep. That's it. I curse you with shambling moundness. That is all right. I know there's a lot of people who are not a fan of candy corn, and that's fine. Kiwi Mischief, if you've never heard of candy corn before, I'm more than happy to explain it, but I'm just wondering if that's because you've just asked, what is candy corn? Not in New Zealand. Interesting. Okay. So essentially candy corn is just sugar. That's all it really is. But it's a type of candy that comes out usually around Halloween. They look like pieces of corn in yellow and orange and white. It's just sugar, but it has a stiff, and I will say it even though I love candy corn, slightly waxy texture, and it's not a crunch, it's like it's a little waxy in its consistency. And it tends to be one of those candies that because it is very, very sweet and has this waxy consistency, people either kind of love or hate. So every October, candy corn comes up as one of those hot button topics to talk about, and I tend to love it. And other amazing people who I love and respect dearly have strong opinions on the other side of the fence. And so if you get a chance, give it a try. You might like it. Yeah, a lot of people, that's because they use wax. I don't think they actually use wax. I think that is an urban myth. Hold on.
It looks like wax.
All right. So the ingredients are sugar, corn syrup, which is sugar, confectioner glaze, which is sugaring shellac.
Oh, man.
Salt, cocoa powder, and a whole bunch of other things that are probably preservatives. So yeah. I think it's a combination of that waxy texture and the fact that it is sugar with sugar. So yes. Garwar says they used wax in those wax fangs that used to come out during Halloween. Hated those. Yeah, that's actual wax in your mouth is a weird thing. Michelle, Alexis, have you ever tried those like wax fangs you'd stick in your mouth during Halloween and they were huge?
I had like a pair of fangs where you had to get the mold and mold it to your teeth so you could reuse it every year.
Ooh.
But I don't know about the wax. Like it was wax that you used to make the mold, but the actual fangs were wax.
Yeah, I don't think I've had wax fangs either.
Yeah, I remember what Garwar was talking about. It was not like separate fangs. It was like a whole mouthpiece, and you just kind of bit down on it. And it was candy, like you were supposed to eat it, but it was also, you just bit down on it, and then it would make your mouth look like it had fangs, but it tasted really bad. It was pretty bad from what I remember. And I'm a person who likes eating things that most people don't think taste good, like candy corn, so yeah.
Strange.
Yeah. I mean, but I grew up in the 80s, the 70s and 80s, when life was weird and candy was weird. So it was, I can remember that. Kiwi Mischief, my pleasure for explaining. Hope that helps. I am kind of, I'm glad to know that New Zealand does not have candy corn. That's an interesting thing to hear about. Liberation says, I remember eating the wax fangs even though I didn't think they were good. I mean, when we were kids, if you got a hold of sugar, you just ate it. That's,
Yeah.
you were not, I don't know about you, but I was like, this is sugar, even if it's not the best sugar, it's mine, and I want it.
Yeah. I remember with Halloween candy, like eating all my favorites first, then eating the stuff I was kind of neutral about, and then having all the stuff I thought was kind of gross left over, but it would eventually go after a couple of weeks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tried to trade all of my gross Halloween candy with my brother. Tried to trick him into getting all the gross stuff, and I took all his good stuff.
Fortunately, me and my sister had different tastes in candy, so we were able to do that kind of trading without it being too duplicitous. Like,
Nice.
she likes things that were, I mean, I like all candy, I'm not gonna lie, but there's definitely hierarchies of what both of us enjoyed, and the stuff that I really liked, she was not a fan of, and vice versa. And then we would always end up with 3 billion Tootsie Rolls. And Dad loves Tootsie Rolls, so it all worked out. But we always ended up with 3 billion Tootsie Rolls. People would just get them in these giant bags and then give you like a handful of them.
Yeah.
And there'd be 4 houses. And I'll be like, Tootsie Rolls. Poof. It's like, just give me some taffy, too, while you're at it. Jeez. All right, but anyway, back to your awesome pangolins. Mest Duval says, Alexis's pangolin was blessed by nature to mend and care for roots and little things. Legend says the more she helps, the more she becomes one with nature herself.
Aww,
Oh,
that's wonderful.
yeah. I think we're sticking with the druid did it, but not in the accidental way. I like that a lot. Ooh, Psychopup. Would drop bears be in the monster or cute animal category? Okay, so drop bears they're not real, right? They're just a bad name for koala bears, aren't they?
No, I'm not actually sure.
Oh,
Drop bears? I've never heard of that.
I remember when the term was flying around a bunch, I'm like, I think it's koalas, but maybe it isn't. I don't know.
Yeah. So drop bears are basically like an Australian myth of man-eating koala bears. And so but they're koala bears, so they move like 3 feet an hour. So the idea is that they just drop on you. But I didn't think they were real. I thought they were just koala bears. Hold on a second. Yeah, here we go. The drop bear, assigned the fictional scientific name, is a hoax in contemporary Australian folklore featuring a predatory carnivorous version of the koala. Yep. Oh, wow. There's a picture here of a koala with fangs. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. So with that in mind, I would say the drop bear would need to go onto the monster list. Because even though it's based on a real animal, the drop bears are not cute. In fact, I think the koala is on the cute animal list. Okay, maybe it's on the backup list. Yep. The koala is right between Gooey and Astral Dreadnought. That's a trio right there. Gooey, Astral Dreadnought, koala. I'd watch you draw that. Ooh, TTRPG Gift says, is candified or candied an adjective? No. Interesting.
I don't think so.
It should be, though.
I can add that to the list. Is it just covered in nerds? Is that what happens?
Maybe.
I guess, yeah.
That remains to be seen.
Maybe that's what we do for the sketching hour that's right before Halloween, is we do just a list that's all Halloween-themed stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were talking about doing something pumpkin-themed, but I think the other one that we can do is just all the Halloween stuff. We leave on undead. We just add a whole bunch of the spookiest monsters and the most candy adjectives, and I don't know what we do for cute animals.
Bats. It's just bats.
Yeah, it's just bats.
Bats, black cats,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, kitties.
spiders.
One of the adjectives could be with a broom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll work on it. Garwar says, oops, all bats. I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for oops, all bats. Ubataru says, covered in caramel. I mean, that's just sticky. And Blink Dog Swarm says, if you need a break, the adjective could be invisible. We've talked about that. It's just like, all right, Alexis and Michelle need the day off, so we've rolled invisible, and now it's just Lauren talking for an hour. Look, they're done! Hey! That's when I know that the two of you really, really need a week off, is you're like, oh, look what I rolled.
Yeah.
I think if we need a break, we could probably grab some guest artists from the team, no problem.
That is true. That would be awesome. But I also know we're getting towards the end of the year where everybody's busy. So, yeah. Alias Buck says, Night of the Living Garden Gnomes. Yeah, I mean, that would be... See, now I'm just thinking about like spooky movies that we could have on. So instead of cute animals, monsters, and adjectives, it'd be like monsters, adjectives, and spooky movies, or just like a list of creatures, not both monsters and cute animals. And then, now I'm getting too complicated. Anyway, let's go back to these amazing fluffy pangolin shambling mounds. I have to ask the question that I usually ask when we get to this part of the show. Alexis and Michelle, what size are these creatures?
Oh, I think for mine, just regular pangolin size.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, pangolins they're not massive creatures, but they're fairly large. They're large dog with a giant tail sized, if I remember correctly. So, somewhere between a small and a medium creature, but not the huge shambling mound, not the massive. Because I think shambling mounds are actually large.
I think so too.
Are they? Okay.
Mound. Yeah, large plant. So yeah. Something larger than teddy bear size, because if we're sticking with the idea that this is a druid did this both to help these pangolin and also so that they're easier to hug, then yeah, something a druid could pick up in both of their arms and hold.
Yeah.
The only thing about these is I wonder what they look like when they do that curl up thing that pangolin do. If you haven't seen it, pangolin, when they are scared or they're being defensive, they curl up into a ball, and So it's just this ball of scales. That's all you see. There was this video that I was watching of because you can find a lot of pangolin in Africa, in a lot of the areas where there's big cats and, you know, creatures that normally you'd be like, all right, this thing could eat anything. Pangolin rolls up and the cats are like, I don't know what to do. There's nothing to like grab onto. They bat it around for a little bit and then they just get bored and walk away. It's amazing. And there was this video that I was watching of like a couple of lions who had found a pangolin. Pangolin curls up. They bat it around for a little bit, can't do anything. They walk about 10 feet away into the shade of a tree and lay down. And eventually the pangolin like pokes its head out and goes, all right, and starts to move. Then the cats are like, oh, hey, our ball is getting away. And I kind of felt bad for the pangolin because it's like, I guess over 30 minutes or so, it was just this back and forth of every time the pangolin tried to walk away, the cats are just like, ah, and then it would wrap itself back up into a ball. It eventually got away. So happy ending for pangolin, but it's amazing how defensive those things are and how well it works. JS Tintim, I want a green one small enough to perch on my shoulder. Aw. The pangolin, a fluffy pangolin Shambling Mound familiar. I could see that. Ooh, Kiwi Mischief. A person can hold them. The keeper who took us on a walk with the one I petted carried it in a backpack. Aw.
Backpack.
Also, you got to walk with pangolins. Walking with pangolins. Yeah. Now, I just watched a whole bunch of videos about them. I was doing a little bit of research on dragonborn scales, and then I just went down the YouTube rabbit hole of pangolin videos. And then you got to watch them walk, because if you've never seen a pangolin walk, they look like a T-Rex that's worried about their lunch. It's adorable. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
Because when they walk on their hind legs and they hold up their front legs like little T-Rexes. But they've got this the long snout, and then they just kind of curl up their front legs, and they have this shuffle that really looks like they're thinking about something that they're a little worried about. Probably lions. I don't know. Oh, Kiwi Mischief says the backpack was to take it from any mound to ant mound to keep it safe. They are too slow otherwise, especially with both natural predators and human poachers. So this was someone who was transporting a pangolin in a backpack from breakfast to lunch.
Oh.
I love it. Yeah, ant mound. Oh, yes. Yeah, Maddie Lamore says D&D needs a pangolin humanoid playable race ASAP. So literally, I've thought about reflavoring a dragonborn to be more like a pangolin. And Cassius335 says adjective is an adventurer. So that's an interesting idea of like, because we've been avoiding doing humanoid creatures, but like doing one of these and then the adjective is actually turning them into a humanoid. So, all right, this is a new type of player character that you can play.
I would love that as an adjective. I absolutely love turning animals into little adventurers.
Yeah, that's right up your alley.
Yeah.
All right, I'm writing it down. That's the week that we end up with like the most cute animal, and then it's just mouse guard. Then it's just Humblewood.
Yeah.
We can only hope.
oh, that's the week that we end up. What's that octopus that we got last week that we couldn't stop talking about?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, the Dumbo Octopus.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
didn't I put it just right on? I might have just put it right on the list. But yes, the Dumbo Octopus. That's the week we get Dumbo Octopus because oh my god. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let me go back to the amazing art. Yeah, Dumbo Octopus is going to end up somewhere. It has to. Oh yeah, or Redwall, says the lurking writer. Yeah, there's a lot of anthropomorphized animals, especially cute small ones out there. That is a popular thing. Pygmy owls, rats, mice, sometimes raccoons, I've seen the raccoon thing. Badgers. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what else is in the Humblewood book, but Well, now there's Herringon in the most recent D&D book that came out. Although the Herringon, I mean, you can make a cute rabbit person, but let's be honest. If you're going to make a rabbit person, you need to go all Watership Down and make something really just deadly. All right, we have a few minutes left before we need to call this show to a close and go watch the C-Team, because there's a new C-Team on tonight. Chat, I need names for these creatures. I either need what is the name for a fluffy pangolin shambling mound, because that's a mouthful, or if you have a name for one of these specific creatures, either the one Alexis or Michelle has drawn, I would love some suggestions. Let's see what we get. Sorry. I love
waiting in anticipation.
Yes. We've got Daisy, Grassgolin, ooh. Shambling Fluffalin, a Pangolin. The one on the right is Gilly. Yeah, I really like the idea of a Gilly suit. So since we're not going that way, since we've gone with the druid did it, I kind of like calling one of them Gilly. Balkan says Hill and Dale. Barry the Crocodile says Shambolins. Oh, that might be the name.
That's a good one.
It might be the name for these creatures right there. Shambolins. Yeah. Although Doorbell Stream's Grassgolin is really good too.
Mm-hmm.
We got a question. Glitterbeard says, could this show run an art contest for kids where the winner gets their creation in the game? We got to be careful with doing giveaways and contests like that, but definitely if there are any kids out there who are joining us and drawing along, I would love to see their stuff. Like if they're excited about the pangolin that they've drawn, I'd love to see it. Also loved Heroes of the Plains last night. We need artwork of the Orkiranomicon. I don't know if we do. That's something else. For those of you who want to know what I'm talking about, just watch last night's episode. I'm going to go back to talking about pangolins. That was a moment. Let's see. Oh, Canuck Monkey 13 says Trundle Puffs.
Trundle Puffs are cute.
Iomia says Bush Lystra. Rosu 9801 says Mossalin. I think Shambolin is the name of these creatures. The Lurking Rider suggests Mossy and Gilly as our... Yeah, I think Mossy and Gilly.
Yeah, those are cute.
The Shambolins. Yeah. Aww. I love all the mushrooms.
I love the mushrooms too. So good.
Oh, and you got one of them curled up. I looked away for a second, and now there's a curled up one on the screen. It's like,
donut version.
That is amazing.
Ooh, I should add some little lines to show that he's rolling.
Oh, this is... He's not just curled up in danger. This is a transportation. I love it. Ooh, Shroomy. Ooh. Oh, that's... Yeah, all right, Michelle, would you rather go with Mossy or Shroomy?
I guess... Oh, tricky. Yeah, Shroomy's cute.
Yeah, let's go.
Shroomy.
Shroomy and Gilly the Shambolins. There they are. Well, that is amazing. As always, it is fantastic to chat with chat for 45 minutes and then look over and see two pieces of amazing art just being finished. Done, as I've just lost track of time, and then all of a sudden amazing art has happened. Thank you so much. Alexis, where can we find more of your amazing art online?
I'm on Twitter at Alexis Theroux and on Instagram at alexis.theroux.
And Michelle, where can we find more of your amazing art online?
I'm on Instagram at Michelle Papadopoulos and on Twitter at Art of Michelle.
And you can't find any of my art because I don't do art, but I do music and D&D stuff and a lot of this talking at Oboloran. And you can find this art and more like it coming soon to our Discord. There, I've put that out into the ether, I promise. I promise we're going to be putting it on the Discord for all of you to enjoy even well past the this show. But for now, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much to Sasha for doing your amazing work as our moderator and our producer, and for all of the hard work of the chat coming up with backstories and names and suggestions and fun things. And stick around because we're going to be raiding the C team. We're going to go check out what those crazy kids have going on. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next encounter.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.